how does spirit communicate with the medium? If I take that step back first, so if it was just guidance messages, for instance, I often get asked on the written ones, well, do you need a photo, or do you need this, or do you need that? It's like, no, you've responded, you've messaged me in the first instance to ask for guidance, or whatever. You've reached out, you've made the energy connection, not me. I've responded, which then created the connection. So then that means I wouldn't necessarily need to see the person like on a live. And it is funny, some people will ask it, to have messages on the lives. And like, well, how are you going to do a written reading? We're not connected for sometimes I did on the live for guidance. It's you've reached out, you've made the connection. Like when you're on the live, you've made the connection. You've given the universe permission, basically, for me to connect by coming onto the live, which is the purpose. If the live's the purpose of giving guidance or loved ones, you put the intention out there. But for the guidance, like written readings, it's as simple as that. You've asked for the readings, therefore it's given permission for me to tune in. I don't need to know any more about the person. It's the energy connection has been made. So therefore it's just trusting then at the point that we're going to do it, exactly what comes through, just as it would be on a face-to-face or a video call reading. But that'd be the same whether you're a psychic or a medium. So then connecting to the spirit, loved ones. If it's in person, people don't really ask it because they're thinking their loved ones are with them. So therefore, when they're face to face with a medium, their loved ones are obviously there as well. True. By a distance like this, you're wanting the reading. I put the intention that I want the loved ones to come close to me. Usually, I'm wanting a message, then the loved ones would come here. And spirit, I don't choose who I'm going to read for. Spirit will do that by who they come to me. They'll kind of queue. It doesn't mean that the queue stays in that order, though. They'll determine if someone else needs a message more important than their loved one. Then they will queue jump. Someone might instantly come online, and that moment they've come online, it's like, well, I've got their spirit by the side of me. Well, the queue there didn't mean that they just jumped in front of all of them. They've had permission to do that. One, by in the queue, your loved ones in the queue, but also my guides and gatekeeper. So if they do jump forward, occasionally you might have some spirit that, then I'd say they're more likely not to have passed over, that are rude and will come straight to the front and jump in. But then that's breaking my rules anyway, so I don't really have that happening. But some do. So it's about having the intention firmed up. But then, so how do they come from your side to me by distance? Because this could be all over the world. Distance doesn't make a difference. So my easiest way that I always explain that is if you can imagine spilt water on a surface, and you've got water droplets. If you've got something like a squeegee, for instance, on your window, you can actually draw all that water together. And then if you collect it in a bottle or a cloth, for instance, a cloth, say, you collect all the water up, it's dried, you can go and squeeze that cloth out over another object, and you'll end up with water droplets again. So, spirit, they're all around us, they share the earth with us. They can instantly go from being separate, like a water droplet, back to the mass pile of water, and out anywhere they want as a droplet again. So their energy is a combined energy. They can form together. It's like orbs, for instance. It might be one spirit, it could be 3 or 4 spirits. It could be more than that. So they can combine and help each other. But so by you, they join like this pool of water, but obviously it's not, it's around us in energy. And they can come out anywhere. So then there's no time for travel, it's literally dum-dum. So they can be, once they've joined back to that, they can come out anywhere else. Okay? So they can be by me 1 second and then back by the loved one another second. I hope they don't do that though too often when they're reading, because otherwise I'm getting bits enough to keep letting them back into my energy. But sometimes I will, or they will drift back. Normally never reading they will do, just going close to the loved one that they're giving the message to. And I can normally see their energy on the screen if it's like by Zoom or something like that, which the private readings by distance are by video call. Yes, again, share spirit. A lot of people can do written spirit messages. Can, but I always find, even like on here where I'm not speaking to all of you, that spirit will wait for a reply. say something, they want the sitter, yourselves that wanting the messages, to acknowledge what's just been said. So, to me, yeah, although you could write something down, or your mum's saying blah, 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 you'll end up with messages going backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. So typically I find it's easier to know someone well, just to say, no, I'm not going to do it like that. It just takes up so much time on the written side of it. So it's guidance from spirit, yeah, and provide that in written form. But I think to actually communicate with your loved one, it's better as a private reading or even as a group where you can get response backwards, forwards. It's more of a chat. They like to talk to you. They want it back. Because I'm answering that because some people do ask me, why won't you do the spirit ones written? Well, I can, it's going to be a bit boring. There's no feedback. I can only give you what they're saying rather than them, have you heard, are you acknowledging? So it's far more powerful with a direct connection. But that is how they do it. Like the water drop is reforming into a pool, going back out the other side. Then go backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. And that's the best way to describe it. And how they know to come to me or how they find me would be because you've reached out for the reading. Now, I was going to say, in some instances, like when I was first developing, I get spirit jumping by me all the time, telling me to go and knock on door number 113 and tell my daughter, I love her, please. I just passed over. It's like, no. I can't do that. Tell you what, you go to your door at 113 and you tell her to contact me. The amount of times that happened where spirit would do that, and then that loved one would actually contact me. So a lot of instances, people do tell me, I don't know how I found you. Well, you probably didn't, spirit probably did. And then got you to reach out. I've been told in America, I've been told by one lady, she said, oh yeah, I've just seen your sign, I've just seen your advert. Like, what advert? I haven't advertised. She said, yeah, it's on the lampposts in my neighbourhood. It's like, where are you? I think it was Maryland, Massachusetts or something like that. I was like, pardon? I've never been there in my life. What do you mean? So it's the same picture as on your profile through Facebook. That's how I've contacted you. I didn't put anything on a lamppost out there. I'm sure as hell someone didn't just go up to the phone and start advertising me for without pay for with it. But I've been told, oh yeah, I've just seen your Google advert. I've never once advertised on Google. I've seen you paid Facebook advert. It keeps coming up. I've not paid on Facebook. So spirit can manipulate technology and all sorts in order to get a connection. Then I sent them a mailing letter. I was like, I've never mailed anything in my life. And then they've actually shown me what I've sent them. I was like, I didn't write that. It's got my picture all over it and a business card. It didn't come from me. So some of that I can't explain exactly how that worked, but a lot of the time spirit will find me. So then that big question, how have they found me or mediums in general? If you imagine like lighthouses, you're a boat, you're a sailor at sea. You can see the coastline because of the lighthouses terminating light. But the more connection you've got, the brighter the light it is to spirit. So sometimes, if spirit haven't really seen, I can go places where spirit won't necessarily see mediums, they can be very drawn as well. I'm going to say, why do you look different to everyone else? And that's the light. So once you're more developed, the brighter your light is. And please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for alerts. New content coming all the time.